Hello everyone, we are one of the teams developing a mobile application that would guide tourists travel the Italian city called Arezzo. By using this application, they should have an unforgettable, entertaining, and incredible traveling experience. But that was just our original unrealistic thought of what we could deliver at the end of the capstone class. The reality is we didn't develop such a powerful mobile application, but the developing experience was unforgettable, both painful and entertaining, both awful and awesome for each of us. Just lots of emotions. So what we are going to talk about in this video is the technologies we use for developing this project and our experience of using them. The most important technology we use is called Xamarin. Xamarin is special because it could translate C# codes to iOS and Android native, so it is possible for developers to share most of their codes. In order for developers to share 100% of the UI codes, Xamarin has built a cross-platform UI toolkit called Xamarin Forms. But the reality is, with Xamarin Forms, the same C# code would work for both iOS and Android, but there are still many subtle differences. For example, as you can tell, their buttons are very different, and normally iOS just looks like better than Android. To fully solve this problem, we need some platform-specific code. So there is no way to 100% share the UI code and also make the UI look exactly the same. And this is one of the reasons why we say the experience is painful. Xamarin also provides a markup language called XAML, and it is very similar to XML. With XAML, you could design your UI easily, and Xamarin also has a function called Xamarin View that would allow you to preview the UI without running the program. When we first started this project, none of our group members know how to use Xamarin. Through our experience, Xamarin has not been documented well. We spent lots of efforts looking for a suitable documentation for beginners, and what we find out is two books published by Microsoft and Xamarin officially. If you are not familiar with C#, there is another C# book recommended. The IDE we use is Visual Studio. Visual Studio is a powerful IDE because it supports so many different languages. However, when it comes to C# with Xamarin Forms, the experience becomes really bad. Each of us reinstalled Visual Studio more than 10 times, and the problem are like cannot open the simulator, cannot build solutions, and cannot run the program. Fortunately, we overcome all the difficulties and finally delivered the product. Our, our leader, Chang Pan, will talk about how we built our backend for this project.
So after Chen talks about how he built the app by using Xamarin and how hard it is, I'm going to talk about our backend, our service and database. So for our service and database, we choose to use Azure Service. Azure is a public cloud service platform, also known as Platform as a Service. It's a complete development and deployed environment in the cloud. It supports multiple languages such as JavaScript, Python, C Sharp, PHP, and for our backend, we use SQL, and the service is automatically built inside Azure. We use Azure for a couple reasons. So first, it's a platform as service, as I talk about, and second is it's an integrated environment. So inside the Azure app, you can monitor your service, your database, your security settings, lots of other things. And also the third reason it's the security. So everything is hosted by Microsoft, and you can set up your firewalls and all those security protocol inside Azure. So this diagram shows how the app works. So basically, we build the app, iOS Android app, using Xamarin, and we use the API to connect with the database data in the cloud. So we use SQL. And for this app, we don't have user authentication. And also it support push notification inside the app. The backend is automatically built by the Azure, so we don't have a lot of stuff to do for the backend. So this image shows the dashboard for Azure. You can see for our app, we have a SQL database, we have app service, we have SQL service. It's all built inside the Azure app. So this is our SQL database. So inside the dashboard, we can go to take a broad view of our database. So we're using the free database for student account. We have 32 megabytes. We already used 6 megabyte. So also in the source, we can see different time, who access, and the data when the database is being accessed. And this is a table showed inside the Azure dashboard. So inside the dashboard, you can alter the table. As you can see, the table have different attributes for this particular one. And if I run a query, select everything from the table, it will print out the table. And also you can alter the table since it's already inside the Azure dashboard. It's all connected with your service and database. And this is our database service. It doesn't have much thing here. And here it's the activated log. So basically it shows everything that changed for the main service. So as you can see, we update the service firewall rules for several times because we need to access this database in different places, at school, Starbucks, at home. So we have to manually add the IP address for security concern. So for data manipulation, we used SQL service. So basically, you connect your database through this Microsoft SQL Service Management. And once you connect it, so this table, this thing shows the table on the bottom, and the top part is some code. So we run the two query. First one is to show the last update time for the database. So we use this to compare the previous time. If the time is different, we can push a notification to the user said there's an update inside the app. And the second query basically is the same as I talked about. It's to shows everything that inside the table. So after I talk about the Azure service and the database service, Zheng Dongsun will give us a demo for both iOS and Android device.
So this is our Android homepage. You will see that we have art and history, food and wine, shopping, and contact us button. So let me show how it works. First, to choose on this button, and you will see some basic information on distance, score, and introductions. When you open that, you will see a lot of picture and introductions of this building, and then you can see how to go. And found the all building around you. Then we go to the food and wine button. You can see some of the restaurants here. It can be a picture of the restaurant's food and a description. If you want to order a meal, you can click this button and you can call them. So also you can say how to go here. Then we go to shopping. You will see the basic information about the place. Also, you can look at the shopping around you. Finally, in the Contact Us page, you can see our basic information. When you choose the email address, you can send us email. And when you choose our phone number, you also can call to us. There is our mobile app in iOS. It's similar in the Android. Now I will show you how the database works. When you click on the SQL console, you can see we add some information in our table. So now when we run the select all from food and wine, you can see we have 5 restaurant information here. And in the video studio, we contact the database, use the user ID and the passport. And in there, we get the data from database to our application. Then when we back the food and win, you will see they have 5 new restaurant information. So, and there you also can find the restaurant which one you want. And also you can call them and go there. So if you have some question, just contact us. Thank you.